Oh, hello everybody. Just watering this new tree of mine. It's growing very well. Lovely. Okay, so yeah, what we need to do is continue with those potatoes. We've almost finished. We just need to pick a few more up and put them into the potato processing production. I did do most of it yesterday. There's probably 5 rows to collect, and I'm going to go straight into there. After that, the field can be drilled. We've drilled most of it with soybeans. The rest of it can then be done with soybeans, and although it'll be at a different stage, we'll just have to wait for it to catch up. We'll still harvest it all in one go. As you can see, the fields are quite full of weeds, but now that we have our spot sprayer, we can kill the weeds off and not really use that much herbicide. Instead of just having all the nozzles switched on permanently, it will just keep switching on and off the ones that are required. And it really does make a huge difference to the consumption. So it's about 1 row for every trailer load. So looking at this, it's going to be approximately 5 trailer loads. Although this one is quite thin, so maybe 4.5, maybe 4. We will see. The weeds have already come through here. It's amazing how quickly weeds come through. You give a bit of bare soil, 5 minutes and they'll all be through. Okay, yeah, so that was less than a full trailer. I'm just going to get everything cleared. I'll see you when it's done. Right, this should be the last one, although it might be pushing it. Try and fit everything in. It's probably one of my messiest rows, actually. Leave the worst until last. But we've done well. We have loads of potatoes, more than enough. It's actually taken a long time to process the previous field's load of potatoes. It was still going. It was probably, what was it, 12,000 litres, I think? Probably still about 12,000 left in the production. I did say in the previous episode. Oh, it's actually looking good. We've got 10% left, so we can pick up some of these last bits. Whoops, that was a bit too tight turning. But anyway, we can come straight into here in a minute with the new Holland and put the soybeans in. Anything that's left, we'll just leave. It doesn't matter. Okay, still 4%, so we should be able to get the final piece. And there we go. Yep, 99. I've jackknifed 3 times in a row. Anyway, don't need to worry about that because we're never going to be using this again on this series. That is the end of the potatoes, but this machine has been extremely helpful. We couldn't have done it without it. The alternative was way too expensive. Just the trailed harvester was completely out of our price range. Okay, so tip this here. And then we can get our grand total. Should be pretty good. What do we have? 90,000? Oh, not quite. 90,000 was close. So we have a grand total of 89,660. Looking at that on here, yes, it's going to be pretty impressive. Is it full? Is that going to jump? Sometimes that bar jumps, yes it has done. So no, there was still space for loads more. But despite this, that amount is very impressive. In the previous episode I was filling it up with water and I said yeah, that's more than enough. We didn't need to get 100% because look, it's 4 potatoes to just 1 litre of water. So it would be a waste of time putting it in there. These have been here for a while. What should I do with them? I don't really know what to do with them. Ah, well, these onions can go in, because I think we're consuming onions. But as for these, the cucumbers, yeah, I don't think we're doing much with those. They should probably be sold. I don't know where we can sell them either. Oh, that will do. I just tried it. I wasn't expecting it to actually work. Okay, right. So into the New Holland. Past the dung trailer. And here we are. Still set to soybeans, so we can just go. Oh, we're already going. It's already enabled. Interesting. Try not to go over the original crop too much. And then once this is done, we probably should get the sprayer out. I was hoping to harvest one of those cereal crop fields, but it's all about priorities. I think probably make sure these fields here are as productive as possible, and then we can harvest. That's looking neat. I'm going to certainly enjoy having just one crop in the field. Splitting the field is never easy. And this actually will only take about 5 minutes to do. We've got a big setup. Eventually we may possibly get a third drill. It just depends if we have time. As I said before, this series won't be going forever, but I'm not too sure if we're stopping at 100 or going beyond. I think I did at one point say that we were going to stop at 100 with Obalu, and then we did 200. So, yeah, I wouldn't listen to me if I do say it's stopping at 100. It may be, but I can't say for sure yet. Because survival roleplay may not be 2 days a week, it might be 1. Quality over quantity. Very fast. Okay, I didn't quite get that. Have to spin round and get it with that second drill. Gets one with the first drill. There we go. And now we just need to head up there. We can probably do that with just one. So I'll switch off the rear drill. There we go. Saving on seed. And, yeah. Just a case of getting that sprayer over here now. We didn't need a fertilizer because it's soybeans. The soybeans didn't need it. Actually, this is probably the best field for soybeans. Good. Right, so we'll pack things up a bit. Bring that one in. It would be good to find a good place for this. Oh, I know. Behind the bale shed. Just park it here. Keeps it out of the way. Right, so I'm going to be using the John Deere on the sprayer. It should already be set up. It's got all the herbicide in it. Spot spraying, as I said, so it's never actually going to need to be refilled. I wouldn't be surprised if we can do both of these fields with less than 5% of the spray, maybe even 2 or 3%. It's that impressive. Yeah, so we've got 49%. I remember before we did the other two fields we had 51%, so that only used 2%. Can we do it with just 2% this time? We shall see. I'm just pleased I didn't buy a load of it, although if I had done I could have just put it into the olive production. So let's do this field first. Lower the boom. And we're off. Let's kill those weeds. So let's see if it's on 47% when we finish. There is a strong possibility that it will be. And actually, if you look at the field, it is just clumps. It's clumps of weeds. So with the spot sprayer, it's not really using herbicide on most of the field. It's just those areas. This field is nowhere near as bad as that field. That field was exceptionally bad, looking at this one. So that probably explains why we are down to 45%. Oh no, it's the end of the world. No, we've done extremely well. I think if that field had been like this field, we would have finished on 46%. 47. So there we go. 2 really good fields. But now we can focus on the one which is ready to harvest. So we're going to take this back and then we will get the combine started up. I haven't actually checked to see which crop it is, but it's either wheat, barley or oats. Some kind of cereal crop. Get this put back in the shed there. Ah, we have 2 IBCs there. Well, as we know that we don't need to ever fill this up again, they could be put into the olive and grape greenhouse, next time we start it up. Because they do have to be put into a tanker first to be pumped across. But there would be no harm in just sliding them out of here. There's not much in them anyway, 164 litres and... well, that's very good. Almost full. Over 1900. Right, there's the combine. How did I miss such a massive thing towering over me? We can probably get away with going around this way. So I haven't checked, I'm going to guess it's oats. From a distance it looks like oats. This combine needs an upgrade as well. The capacity of it. It is an oat field. Well, maybe I just remembered in the back of my mind from when I did it. And I did end up turning these 2 fields into one. There is a track dividing, but they're always drilled and harvested at the same time. Should we chop? Do I have chopped straw installed? I'm not too sure. I don't think we do, and I don't think we would be doing it with this. That's pH, nitrogen. No. No, there's no point in doing that. We might as well drop it as a swath. And I would be very tempted to get the Heston baler. I love them because we can cram so much more straw into each bale, get fewer bales, and I don't know what it is, but for some reason the bigger the bale, the easier I find them to stack. So it's probably time we replace the John Deere one. This is yielding quite well, I think. We should probably check the yield map. No, that's pretty bad actually. Is that the yield map? Yes it is. Okay, well I probably shouldn't read too much into it. It seems good. There's the division. So we are going to be using the double trailer setup, so we need to get that potato trailer over here, connect it to the yellowy orange trailer, and then we can just hopefully do one trip. The price for oats is currently decreasing. We're down about £200 for every 1,000 litres, so it will have to go into storage, in which case we probably can't use one trailer. yeah, hopefully we do have enough money to buy the upgraded grain tank for this. I would be interested to try it out before we finish this field. So what I would do is I'll first of all check the price before we head off to the store. If we can afford it, then we'll go and buy it. I'll have to reconfigure the combine. And yes, at the moment I think it's pretty much up, down and up a bit more. You can go a little bit further up before we get a full tank. If we can afford the biggest tank, then we might have been able to do all of this field on one tank. That would be pushing it though. Probably on 2 tanks. Because this is just the standard, it's not very big at all. What I will make sure I do though is empty the combine before we head off, because otherwise we're going to most likely lose what's in it when we reconfigure. But it is going well. We just need to make that upgrade. It'll be a very welcome upgrade. If I'm very skilled, I could set the combine off here and hope it keeps going in a straight line whilst I check the price. Right, quick. This one, I think. Bin. What, it's only 2,000 more? Okay. Did I click on the right combine? I'll have to check when we get to the end of here. Right, so that really gives us an idea of how much we can get in. 68%. So we could probably get halfway up again. It's just over 2/3. So maybe we could almost make it back to the top. Right. So put that over there. It's almost a full trailer anyway. I think I did click on the right one. It's just 2-wheel drive instead of 4. Ours is 4. So extra large extension really is only £2,000 more. We must have been really struggling when I bought this. Okay, yep, so we'll go make that upgrade. We're almost done anyway, but we're still going to make it. Before we go, I'll go and empty this because we're not going to get the whole field in. But that's not bad. So far we have just over 16,000 litres. I think we'll leave that to tip. Always satisfying when the door opens. There it is. Right, combine. So much cheaper reconfiguration than I thought it was going to be. Right, hopefully it doesn't reset anything else. There is always that possibility. 285, 305. I think we're on 305, that should be alright. So just £2,000. I was expecting it to be like 40,000. That's so much better. Right. We will continue and make our journey back to the field. Who left this header here? Yeah, we should really put it on a headed trailer or something. But I think you can just take them off and put them on the ground. Right, so I wonder if we can get all of this done in one tank. Can we get it all into one tank? Look at this, they've given me a used tank, it's already got loads of paint wear. No wonder it was cheap. Nah, not really. It just goes with the rest of the machine. Yeah, because we already have wear. It just happens to everything on it. Oh no, that's a worker. Workers are banned on this series. I pressed the wrong button. Go away, worker E. Okay, as you can see already, filling up much slower. Already only 2%. It's a good addition. So when we harvest that field over there, probably in the next episode, we should really see the difference. Pick up the pace a bit. I think 9 miles per hour feels like the right speed in this game to harvest at. Maybe a bit fast. Just makes it the most enjoyable. Yeah, but it looks like it probably is all going to fit in. So where we'd normally be about 68% full roughly, or about 2/3 full, we're only 42% full. It's a significant improvement. So yeah, we're going to have to come back down again, so it doesn't matter that it's not going to fit in this time. It's going to leave a slither. Although, as it turns out, only a slither at the far end. So we're now about 60% full. Looking good. And I'm hoping to get it all baled today. We'll leave the bales for next time. I would have thought they'd be stacked and put into the new bale shed. I don't know for sure. Actually, we do still have some bales in the top shed, don't we? They will need to be transferred at some point. I think I took most of them. Did I take all of them? I'll have to check. I'm pretty sure there was about 3 or 4 left. But there we go. The field is finished and we're on 60. Yep, 60%. So I'll unload this straight into the trailer and then we can tip it straight into the pit. Unless I can just get it straight into the pit. I've done that before. Just depends if the trailer's in the way. We'll give it a go. Yep. Into the pit it goes. Brilliant. So we can now get our grand total. Quick shower of grain. $20,000. Yeah, that's 20,000 litres. $22. Yep. It just keeps going. Now that we have a bigger tank, it will take longer to unload. Okay, so off that field we've got 23,604 litres. Not bad. Let's park the combine over here. So, there's the baler I want to replace. We're going to keep the round baler. It is the quadrant baler. That will be changed. Unless, of course, we can't afford it. I seem to remember it was about £90,000. They're not cheap. Not cheap at all. But, yeah, we might have the money. Ah. It's only worth 6. Right, so in that case then, unfortunately, for this field we're going to have to do it with quadrant baler. It's a good baler and everything, it's just I prefer to use Heston bales. Sorry to get your hopes up, but we will hopefully have it for the next field. Start that up. We are going with the biggest balers at 240. Control X is reset. I couldn't actually get it to do anything. It seems to think I'm wanting to fold it up. I probably need to adjust my key bindings. So I wonder how many bales we're going to get off this field. Looking at it, I would guess at 15. So if you want to have a guess, please do feel free to. But yeah, I'm going to say 15. Always interesting to see. Can we pick up the speed a bit? Let's just see. Yeah, go a little bit faster. Thing is, we've got so much to do. We've got so many fields to work in. I like to get through them pretty quickly. That's why I increase the speed. Otherwise, you do spend an entire episode doing one thing. Yep. Okay. 15 bales. Let's see how close I am. Let's see how close you are. think I might have been a bit out with my estimate of 15. Looks like more. We have a small bit left over here, and then we can get our grand total. So my plan after this is to check the shed for other bales. Then I have a note from yesterday saying that we need to sell some milk. So 1 tank load, it won't clear the entire storage tank at the cow farm, but it will still be significant. Okay, fold that up. Out you come, bale. What's it going to be, 20 something? 17. Oh, I wasn't too far off. I've done much worse. So there we go. 17 bales. Let's get this popped back in the shed. We'll probably use this tractor on the milk tanker. I find it hard to believe how I managed to buy this baler so cheap. Because if it's only worth 6 something now, I did not pay much for it. But then again, that's why I bought it, obviously. I needed a baler which was not expensive. Sprint over here. 4 bales. Yeah, I didn't think there were many. So eventually, when we clear up all the other bales, those will have to be transferred to the new bale shed. Right, let's go and get that tanker. We are using the same one for water as we are for milk. It's just been secretly sterilised between carrying water and milk. Okay. Should be able to... hang on, am I under the impression this is a milk tanker and it isn't? Nope, it is a milk tanker. I'm obviously out of the trigger. We'll spin round. Can't remember if I've sold any milk from here yet. There we go. So like I said, it will be 15,000 litres of milk, and it'll probably leave about 6, but we can get that another time. I'm going to go this way. Probably the fastest route. I haven't checked the price for milk, hopefully it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can get about £150 more at the best price, but it's still good. So if I'm not mistaken, we should be getting in the region of £17,000. 16. 16 or 17. We stopped in the end. Right. In comes the money. And there we go. Not bad. And of course we get the environmental score bonus, so it's 18,414 plus 1,000. That's way better than expected. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.